Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Dave here and the good lady.
Helen, yeah.
Hope you're all well. Right, we're with you because, we don't normally put a video out until Fridays, by the way, but we're with you because we've been nominated to do the 8-question challenge, and that's an opportunity for you, all of you, to get to know a little bit more about us. So a big thank you actually to Caravan Escapes and also to Helen and Martin's Motorhome Treks, who both nominated us to do this. So 8 quick fire questions. Helen, are you ready for these?
Yeah.
Are you going to read out the first one?
I will.
Go on then.
What is your favourite music playlist?
Favourite music? Well, you go first. What's your favourite?
Mine, I haven't really got favourite because I like everything from soft rock to reggae to R&B to 80s. 80s is probably the best for me, so 80s, yeah.
Yeah, we like our 80s music, don't we? Similar with me, really, a big variety of music. I tend to favour probably a bit more disco, funk and soul. There's a reason for that, which I'll come on to later on another question. But also, as a kid growing up, it was probably a lot of Beatles and 60s stuff. I like to strum the guitar. When I do, it's normally the older stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know you enjoy my guitar strumming, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there you go. That's question 1. Question 2 then. What is the best thing you take away on holiday?
Well, I'd say that acoustic because you can get more channels on the TV and you can watch films and stuff, so it just gives you a little bit extra. Yeah,
the acoustic, we've done a video on that actually. It's just something that we plug in the back of our TV, like a little HDMI plug, connect it straight up to our phone, so we get 4G streaming and then we can watch digital TV that way, so I haven't got to mess about with aerials and stuff. I agree, I think the Roku box is probably the one there. What's number 3? You can find away that one.
See it,
Can't you read it? Okay, what is your favourite food, cooked in the van or awning?
Well, I think it's usually Gusto stuff because we take that away with us quite a bit, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
And they do a really nice butter chicken, a curry. Tend not to try and cook it in the caravan because you get the smell of curry left. But in the awning, pretty good. You can do it that or outside if it's nice.
Yeah, we like to cook outside as much as we possibly can to keep all the smells outside and also just as much as you can get out anyway. So really any Gusto meal is pretty good. With the Gusto box, again, we've done loads of videos on these. If you get Gusto delivered, you're not carrying loads of food around. There's no weight. You just get the ingredients that you need and we can knock up a meal in about 30 minutes, can't we? So that's pretty good. Right, question number 4 then. How do you spend your evenings in the caravan? A bit personal, this one, isn't it?
Not really.
No. God, what do we tend to do?
Well, we play cards, the game that your sister taught us, 501.
501.
Or we can play Scrabble games if we have any friends, which seems a million miles away now, who come over, we play games, don't we?
Yeah. Cards seems to be the one we play the most because if my sister is travelling around with us in their motorhome, we either meet up in their motorhome or they come and join us. Certainly that's how it used to be before pre-COVID.
Yeah.
And a game of cards, especially 501, probably lasts the entire night.
Quite a while.
Sometimes two nights.
Yeah.
And you know what happens? We have a few beers and we talk about all sorts of things in between rounds. So it's just the longest game of cards you'll ever have, but really social. So we quite enjoy that.
We've also got a DVD telly. And we've got DVDs, so we could watch movies that way as well as the acoustic.
Yeah.
So there's a fair bit to do, and if it's nice, you can go outside, whatever, watch sunsets.
As much as we can, we get out, definitely. So that's how we spend our evenings. That was question number 4. Question number 5, what is your worst caravanning experience? Have we got a joint one on this?
Yes, we have, yeah.
Have we?
Yeah.
What is it?
We were on Great Yarmouth Racecourse when this bungalow was being done up, and there was a horrendous thunder and lightning storm.
What time of day?
Through the night. This is through the night, pitch black. And David goes to the toilets in the middle of the night.
I could do every night.
And we had the big blow-up awning on, and one of our little dogs, Chucky, is absolutely terrified of lightning and thunder and fireworks. And David came in, probably half asleep, didn't see Chucky had got out of the awning. And we went back to bed, and about 15 minutes later, I sat up bolt right in bed and said, "That's Chucky barking." And he said, "No, it's not. No, it's not." I said, "It definitely is. Put the light on." So he put the light on, and we only saw one dog in the caravan. So I said, "Quickly, get out." So he got out, And poor Chucky was saturated to the skin.
Well, I think that 15 minutes was probably more like an hour he'd been out there, because I got back to sleep again. I was in a deep sleep when you woke me up. So, but he was like a drowned rat when he...
He was. And so I towel dried him and I had to get the hairdryer out and dry him fully so he couldn't get chill.
Needless to say, yeah, I was not the most popular person in the world.
Nope.
I never am, so it makes no difference. Yeah, that's probably... that was quite a bad experience, because we thought we'd lost him at one point, and we didn't know where he was, but he did make a load of noise with his barking. We weren't sure if it was him, but it was him, and we found him eventually.
And at least he didn't get on the road as well, because there's quite a busy road there.
Right, question number 6. Let's move on. Question number 6. What is the most useless thing you always take away with you? I think I know the answer to this. Are we in the same place?
I think it's that big table in the wardrobe, isn't it? It's heavy.
Yeah, and we're on our second caravan. We've had 2 caravans. We've been caravanning for about 4 or 5 years or something. And we've never, ever used the table. You know, the fold-up table that normally sits in your wardrobe. We've never, ever used it, have we?
I ironed on it once.
You used it as an ironing board once, in the awning probably. And it's quite heavy as well, because it's a big old lump of wood, isn't it? And so in both caravans, we've never used the fold-up table. We just pull out because generally it's the 2 of us, isn't it?
And also we've got the collapsible one for the awning, so we don't really find there's much need for it, really.
And everything else we take, we do use. I don't think there's anything we take that we don't use. Sometimes we might not use the windbreaks and stuff like that, but it's there if we want it. So yeah, definitely the table that folds up and sits in the wardrobe, useless for us. But for other people, though, that could be really a key thing for them. Number 7, what is your funniest caravanning moment?
Well, that'd be you again then.
I'm either the butt of the joke, or I'm the one who's always getting the grief for doing things wrong.
Who's responsible, yeah.
What are you thinking here then?
Well, I'm thinking we had all our family over, and there was quite a lot of us actually, day visitors. And they wanted to use our toilet, which is fine, but they're not aware you have to empty the toilet or anything about it.
Oh yeah, I know you're going there.
And they've decided to empty the toilet and not tell anyone. And of course, people went to the toilet once he was out with the cassette, emptying it.
Yeah. Well, they were all out the front having a good time, barbecuing and stuff. I thought, you know what, I'll just quickly go and empty the cassette. And took it and emptied it. When I came back to put it back in, the side of the caravan, someone had been to the toilet. So I had a bit of a clean-up job to do, didn't I? So that
was actually our last caravan. That wasn't
the one we got now. No. Yeah. And actually, although
and also, it was my fault if I remember rightly.
Initially, everything's your fault.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And actually, it says, "What is your funniest caravanning moment?" At the time, I did not find that at all funny, but on reflection, looking back, it's quite a funny thing, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. Someone went to the loo and there was no cassette there. Stupid. Don't do it again.
I never done that.
Right, and the final question. Right. Name a fascinating fact about you.
Well, I haven't got many fascinating things, I don't think.
True.
I have been on a caravan and motorhome towing experience course. I thought it might be a good idea, just in case David got ill or hurt himself, and we were miles away, and at least I'd be able to pull the caravan. Most caravans, I do see some ladies pulling them, but mainly I think it's men. So it'd be good to find out if you ladies do pull the caravan.
Do you ladies pull? That's the big question. And leave us a comment. And if the ladies don't leave a comment, gents, you leave us a comment. Let us know. Does your lady pull the caravan? So that's your fascinating fact. Actually, it's quite a good thing. It's a sensible thing for you to do.
It's a good thing. And there was all different peoples on there. There were men, there were other ladies. There was a bus driver lady who was on there who was terrified about pulling the caravan, which is interesting. So everybody wanted to do it, and it's amazing what you can do if you want to do it. So it's well worth doing, I think.
And my fascinating fact about me is, although I've just retired from my main job, I used to work for Coca-Cola, but I have spent most of my life, since I was 16 years old, being a DJ working in nightclubs and on the road and stuff, and managed to work alongside a number of famous TV celebrities, radio DJs and international recording stars over a long period of time. I've met some very, very famous people. I won't name drop because it's I'd be here all night. But yeah, that's probably the fascinating thing about me. So yeah, I used to be...
Who was the most famous person, do you think?
Well, we did... I don't know, there's loads of them. Big bands like the Fatback Band, Sister Sledge, Michael Jackson's sister, Latoya. People like Samantha Fox, but all the Radio 1 DJs at the time. Simon Bates, Steve Wright, Gary Davis, Tony Blackburn, absolutely everyone you can think of. And not just once, you know, some of those DJs I used to work with like 3 or 4 times a year. So that's the most fascinating. Oh, I also used to run Blackpool Tower Circus and the Great Yarmouth Hippodrome Circus as well. But that's all about another life. Perhaps I'll tell you about that another time. So there you go, that's our 8. And what we have to do now is nominate 3 other channels to give us the answers to their 8 questions. So we'd like to nominate Smithys Kontiki, and that's Simon and Susie. We'd also like to nominate Country Vanlife TV, that's Stephen. And also finally Desmonds Donders, that's Dave and Lindsay up there in Aberdeenshire, to give us your 8 questions, your 8 interesting facts. And I'll put a description below with those questions on, and also links to those channels as well. So once again, big thank you to Caravan Escapes and also to Helen and Martin's Motorhome Treks for nominating us. Hope you enjoyed that. If you did and you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up. You can also find us on Facebook and on Twitter and also on Instagram. Yes. Are you going to say goodbye, Gizmo? Say goodbye. We only have Gizmo now. A couple of people have asked actually, where's Chucky? And sadly, we lost Chucky about a month ago.
2nd of February.
Was it 2nd of February?
Yeah.
Blimey. So it's more than a month. Yeah, so we've just got Gizmo now. So he's missing his little brother, isn't he?
He is, yeah.
And so are we, but he goes everywhere with us anyway. Right, we'll see you in the next one, folks. Bye for now.
Bye.
Wave, Gizmo, wave.